So this is probably too long for a TikTok, so I'm recording this on my camera. I'm indefinitely uploading it to my YouTube because I am a domestic violence and sexual assault survivor. I was almost gang raped on the night of February 26th, 2012. The girl who I was staying with was sleeping with my abuser because her husband was abusive. Her husband used to have his cousins rape her when she would defy him. He was an addict. Seriously. I would not be surprised if he is no longer alive. That's the kind of person he was. Anyway, I don't know, I don't care. I'm here to share this story. So, they had 15 family members come over to murder us that night. They asked him why he didn't have a job and why I did. He couldn't pass a drug test and I could. Anyway, then they turned to me and started asking me questions I don't even remember because it's been 14 years, 13 years, whatever. And they asked me why I wasn't at work. Because I didn't trust the situation that night. I couldn't do a night shift like I had been signed up to do. And like I couldn't stay up all night. I just went to sleep. I knew the job wasn't going to work out and that I was in danger. My mother, who is a very intuitive person, and part of where I get it from, called me up and told me that I was in immediate danger. And she was right. It's not the first time she's been right with me on stuff like that. I brought my son back to my parents' house and mistakenly went back to the house that I was staying in to go get my stuff. I didn't know what I was going to do or when I was going to get back home, but I just knew that I needed to get my stuff. I wanted to drive out of there so bad. I knew something bad was going to happen. I mean, this girl stuck something in my purse at the dollar store to try to get me arrested because she wanted my abuser. He would have done way worse to her than what her own abuser was doing. Anyway, so when they started attacking him, that he still has injuries from, that he ironically saved my life from, they said to him, "We're going to rape your wife and show you how it's done. We've never been married. We never will be. But common law is common there." That's how most of them were married. And these are the people who voted for FOTUS. MAGA Republicans. My abuser is a MAGA Republican. So, I was texting my sister while they were talking to us and threatening us and trying to intimidate us. And I was telling her what was going on every chance that I could pick up my phone, which was maybe once every 5 minutes. We were in that room for like an hour. The last thing I said to her was, "They're ganging up on us." And my family called the police from hundreds of miles away. We're originally from Dallas. Well, the guy who said that to him, "We're gonna rape your wife and show you how it's done," he got his throat cut by a hidden weapon in my abuser's pocket. He needed 172 stitches on the inside of his neck and 150 on the outside. If he hadn't have weighed 400 pounds, he would have died from blood loss. Anyway, nothing happened to that family because it's a small town and they were all connected. I would not be surprised if every single one of them is dead now. They deserve it. I certainly hope they are no longer alive to commit such atrocities again. I remember when I heard them say, "We're gonna rape your wife and show you how it's done." I had laryngitis at the time, and I screamed so loud that one of them came inside. They were putting salt in our engine so we couldn't go anywhere after we had just paid them for the vehicle. And they said, "Hey, someone snitched, the cops are here." My abuser was arrested, and I was taken to a hotel to safety. I had blood covering me. It looked like a CSI scene. They wanted the money from my abuser's tax return that was in my purse. That's what it was about. And they wanted to have sex with me. Well, rape me. I think I've covered everything that I wrote down and uploaded to TikTok. We can upload 10-minute videos on TikTok. This is 7 minutes and almost 30 seconds. So I think I've summarized it up pretty much. We ran to the neighbor's house and got cleaned up. She never liked the person that I was staying with, and she admitted that to me. Their child got taken by CPS, and she never saw him again. That's karma for crossing me. She got remarried. I think she's not even on Facebook anymore. I don't know, who cares? I'm not giving any names. But yeah, that was my experience. And my abuser had raped me and sodomized me so many times that it was ironic that he saved my life. He owed me that. I grabbed my purse that had the money in it, and I ran. My father picked me up the next day to get the rest of my stuff from the house. It looked like a CSI crime scene. It was disturbing, it was disgusting, it was tragic. I'm so glad I listened to myself and brought my son back to my parents' house before I never saw him again either. So, MAGA Republican women will try to sleep with my husband. Yeah. And MAGA Republican men will try to rape me. They have raped me. More than one of them. Anyway, so that happened so long ago that I can't remember what was said to me. And I just wanted to record this because I felt that it was important to share it. And I think I'm going to be able to upload it to TikTok. Anyway, so that's my story. I am a survivor. I've been through a lot. But that is my story. I haven't seen my abuser in 13 years. And I never plan to see him again. I am safe. And I'm good. And nothing like that will ever happen again. But again, that's my story.